Alright, here we go. It's replay analysis time. We'll be looking at Zai playing Pangolier in the offlane versus Team Liquid. This is the final game of the grand finals of the recent Disneyland Major. So we're gonna see how Zai does this hero in the offlane. So starting items, he's got Tango, Healing Salve, 2 Mangoes, Stout Shield. Pretty standard. For Pangolier, you want to have enough stats. Every little bit counts with the Ironwood Branch. And 2 Mangoes because your skills, you want to be spamming it out. So basically, as Pangolier,
30 seconds to battle.
You will be spamming out Swashbuckle a lot to get last hits and also to escape. And in early game, this hero is actually quite weak. So we'll see how Zai does it. Seems right now that Team Secret is going to do a lane swap. They're going to put Nisha on top and then Zai at the bottom, probably because of the lane matchup here. This is something that you can also arrange in your pubs. If you think that your carry is just going to have a hard time in the lane against a certain offlane matchup, you can just do the swap. Let your carry know that, hey, why don't I go to the safe lane over here, and then you go to the offlane. So that's what Team Secret did here. We'll just see what matchup they're so afraid about. Anyway, Zai is just blocking out his creeps. Normally as a carry you don't want to do this, but as a offlaner in the safe lane, you want to block the creeps just enough so that it will meet around here near to your tower. So we'll see if he does that. So yep, so thanks to the block he's able to do this. And he's actually against Miracle here, who is also being made to come down here by Team Liquid.
First blood is a knight's great honor.
So he picks up a Quelling so that he can last hit better against Miracle. He attacks Miracle over here so that he can draw the last hit, draw the crit aggro for the last hit. But unfortunately GH was camping him, and without the Swashbuckle he would have taken out a lot more harass. So once again he draws the crit aggro on Miracle, always clicking him with his cursor so that the creeps are just following him around. Miracle is very aggressive in trying to burn his mana, so that is quite annoying. So once again he draws the aggro here in a moment. There we go. And then the creeps will go down to follow him. Very standard offlane tactics. If you're up against a hero that in lane you can't trade with, just do the
middle tower is under attack.
pulling of the creep aggro trick. Make them follow you, and then you can get some easy CS that way.
What does it, Jensen?
Denied.
So right now he's just doing it again. So the creeps are just going to just keep moving towards him. Very important trick to learn. If starting out in the offlane, or you want to excel in this role, this is definitely the skill to master. You want to be able to keep being able to do this so that you can fuck up the wave and make it so that the enemy core can't reliably contest you for the last hits, like right now. I mean, if it works against Miracle, it's gonna work against anyone, so there's no reason not to do this. So once again he does it. You see, he keeps doing it, he doesn't stop at all. So Zai always does this trick to make the creep wave move towards him for the easy CS. And now that Yapzor is here, he's moving in aggressively towards Miracle, trying to get some good procs on him. Since he has no mana, the mana burn doesn't actually do much. Fortunately he misses the Swashbuckle there, so maybe he should have just gone back for the last hits. But I can understand that they were trying to pressure the anti-mage out of the lane, so that move was kind of understandable. So you can see that he's building up into Javelin. This is Pangolier's earliest item timing to hit. With the Javelin, you become that much more dangerous with the Swashbuckle. So right now he's just trying his best to get the item. Against the anti-mage, it's actually quite annoying to be honest, because Pangolier is a hero that relies a lot on having sufficient mana. So right now GH is just trying to contest the safe lane pool here, which leaves Zai alone to try the last hit under his tower. So as you can see, he preps each creep just enough to get the last hit under the tower. So that is very important for being able to last hit under the tower. You don't want to just let the tower just hit the creeps AFK, because most of the time, by the time the creeps are low enough for you to get the CS, they will be too low for you to get the last hit reliably. So as you can see, he did it again. Hit the creeps a couple of times, one or two times as the tower hits them, so that he is in position to get a successful last hit. Alright, so here we go. He pulls the aggro again so that it's further away from the AM. So just now we saw Zai pull up the scoreboard there, which is a useful habit to have, because he wants to keep track of the other heroes' levels. This is something that I definitely don't do enough, because it's something that we don't think of much as pub players. But doing this is actually pretty crucial, because it shows you which heroes are approaching level 6 or level 6, and possibly that's also a time where you will expect to get ganked by the mid laner or something like that. So definitely should get into the habit of checking the scoreboard every so often. And pressing the scoreboard is easier than moving the camera. So if you want to keep tabs on your own team and your allies, just get into the habit of pressing this scoreboard key here. So with the Javelin, he's able to pretty much clear the entire wave with one Swashbuckle. But Miracle is very aggressive and he's moving in for Zai right now. He knows that he used a Swashbuckle beforehand, so he wouldn't have it anytime soon. And now Zai is out of mana. He tried to juke Miracle through the trees here, but it appears that they will probably end up dying. Oh wait, no, actually turning around with Nisha's rotation and Puppy as well. So the whole of Team Secret came down here to help Zai out. And right now he's actually TPing top since Nisha came down here. So this is actually a pretty good point. If your carry comes down to a lane, you don't want to be sharing the same lane as any one of your other cores. You want to immediately go over to another lane, because your carry being position 1, he has farm priority. So when he TPs in to help you or he rotates to your lane, just leave. Just go to another lane and farm that one. So right now there seems like there's a skirmish at mid. He's just trying to see if he can set up for a kill here. Probably not. Swashbuckles aggressively for GH. If he's able to get a lucky shot proc, he should be able to kill him off here, but fortunately they're not able to finish the kill. Puppy manages to deny himself, which is good. But yeah, so he was about to go top and farm it, but skirmish was breaking out mid, so he tried to help it, but unfortunately there wasn't an opportunity for a kill. So now he's just back bottom to pressure it with Nisha. Picks up his boots. But yeah, if the carry's in the same lane as you, you don't want to be like sharing the lane, because he has farm priority and you'll probably be required elsewhere in the other lanes, like for example top or mid, which was where the fight was breaking out just now. So never ever stay in the same lane as your carry. You're just gonna steal farm from each other, and that's not good. So we'll see what he does here. He's going back to base, filling up on regen, because he's not able to do much with his current levels of health and mana. Okay, so with the health and mana topped up, he goes back up to top, since Nisha is now bottom. So interesting thing, he does not TP, so the same rule applies for supports as offlaners. You rarely want to TP into your lane, because you never know when you might be required to respond to a gank to either your mid or your safe laner. So if the creep wave isn't like right in front of your tower, you don't want to be TPing, because you rather just walk. and save your TP to turn a fight. We'll see if that comes in handy soon. So right now he's just last hitting here. That's it. Uses the swashbuckle for the last hit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Standard stuff, nothing much here. He's gonna move for the 10-minute rune now because it's this particular timing. And then he uses the ultimate
Dire's top tower
to contest the rune. But unfortunately all of Liquid is over here right now, so he needs to run. All in all, he's pretty good. He managed to get both runes, and he is getting one creep wave to follow him due to the earlier engagement. He picks up a bottle, so his regen is looking pretty good. And we'll see what he goes for next. So he farms up the wave over here. So it looks like a fight is going to break out at mid. That's where he's moving for right now. Fortunately, I think Liquid knows what's up, so they're just going to back off right now. The Secret is collapsing for the mid tower, and he's coming around from the back. Gets a very nice swashbuckle onto Kuroki, but he gets chain stun and he dies a horrible death. So that was very unfortunate, but he had the right idea here, coming in from the back. Pangolier is a very good hero for doing backstabs, but unfortunately Liquid were ready for that, so he died. So as an offlaner, that move was correct because you don't want to be making yourself seen when you're trying to make these kind of plays. You want to be coming in from an angle that enemy wards or heroes can't exactly see you. So definitely that move that Zai did when he tried to come in from the back end of the enemy T1 mid was the right play, just that they didn't have enough follow-up. So always look for opportunities where you can go for these kind of sneaky maneuvers so that you will reduce your chances of being scouted out, especially if you don't have any blink dagger or initiating items. So right now we see him rotating twice already to bottom. They got a kill on the Enigma, Earthshaker, and then he rotated mid, got a swashbuckle hit onto Kuroki and they kill him off as well. And now he's moving on for Miracle and he actually gets him. So that was a very, very nice triple rotation to all lanes. So Zai has now been a participant of 4 kills thanks to his great rotations. And now they are in a position to take this tower right here.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So while he is not showing in the lane, letting mid 1 do the pushing, he's just using his skills to farm up neutral camps, which is something you want to do as an offlaner. If you are making an objective push for the tower, you don't want to be showing up together with your mid laner or your carry. You just want to be hiding in the jungle, farming out some creeps. Always never show yourself in the map as if you're an initiator, cause the enemy will just know where you are and then basically you're useless. So right now they might be thinking of making for a play for the mid tower, either that or Enigma, depending on if he sticks around in the bottom lane area. Right now Zai is going for the blink dagger, so he has some initiation power. Blink dagger is actually pretty good on Pangolier because you can roll and then blink and then roll again. Like right now, that was a very, very optimistic TP by Mind Control. And that's another nice kill for Zai. So there was a good smoke by Team Secret. And now with Mind Control dead, they're immediately moving over to mid to try to get the tower here. So Zai leads in with the swashbuckle. He does the shield crash and then another nice swashbuckle. And he's now dominating on this Pangolier. They're going to make a move for T2s after this probably. So you can see how Team Secret is like so good, right? The moment they realize that Mind Control was dead, they go for this objective at mid, and then Zai immediately goes to help his team out to get the objective. Right now they have Desolator on mid 1, so they're going for Roshan. Probably be able to take this out very, very easily. And then with this, they can probably go for the T2s at mid.
Has fallen to the Radiant.
Okay, I give them a head start.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So
Dire's
Zai
middle
is
tower has
scouting
fallen.
out with his haste rune, looking out for any supports that might be trying to ward. And right now he's just camping over at the back over here, so that he can do some little backstab. So he's just forcing away the enemy team over here so that his team can take the T2 tower in peace. Something you can do as an offlaner as well, make space by showing up on the map, especially if your team is right behind you and they're trying to take an objective. Just go up and threaten the enemy heroes to get back just by showing yourself. So right now they're hanging around this area here. Probably gonna look for either the mid tower or the bottom tower. So mid one is actually pretty farm right now. He's just gonna be the one soloing this tower. So Zai spots out Kuroki at the back, so they're probably gonna kill him off right here. Swashbuckle, that's a lot of damage, and it's a kill. Mega kill streak for Zai. So that was very important, the fact that he wasn't the one hitting the tower there. He let mid one do the tower hitting. Because as an offlaner, you rarely want to be the one hitting the tower, just because you're most commonly the one with the counter initiation or initiation hero. If you're hitting the tower there, there's a very high chance that you will get stunned, you will get crowd controlled, and then you just die without being able to back up your team for any initiation. So right now, he was staying on the whole ground and on the low ground, and now he was able to get this kill on GH. If he was standing at the tower here, he would have been like fissured, and then they can see exactly where his hero is, so they wouldn't play as cautiously. So right now Zai is trying to just ensure that Miracle is not able to get into the fight. But unfortunately, Miracle mid one gets blown up here, and Zai as well. So there was a bit of overextension by Team Secret. Probably they got caught by the black hole. I heard the black hole going off. But now they have to be a little bit more careful. So no matters, Zai got his Blink Dagger, and now he's moving on for a very standard item, which is the Grading Greaves. So this build up is actually pretty good for standard Pangolier play. You have your mana regen, you got Javelin for damage. You don't really need a Maelstrom because of how good Javelin already is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So now they're making a play for Matumba Man here. And then he blinks in to get the additional stun onto the mind control here, and then that's an easy double kills. So you can see how Blink Dagger is very useful. You can use it to stun one guy over here and then go all the way to the other side to stun the other guy.
Top tower is under attack.
So that was very beautifully done by Zai here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gets
Dire's
Arcane
bottom
Rune.
tower- Radiant's top tower Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And now Secret are just muscling in on this bottom tower here. So once again, he is not the one hitting the Rex, he's just sitting on the low ground waiting to counter initiate for his team. He's not even showing himself at this point. Always do this.
Dire's middle barracks
Just keep
are
hiding
under attack.
and then save your spells for initiation or counter initiation.
Dire's bottom
So
barracks
the carry
is
and the mid laner is able to take out the tower and the Rex alone. No need for him to do any of that. Yebzor gets gone on by Miracle, but right now he's able to go in with a nice double stun from his ultimate. But he has to get out because it's a bit too dangerous. His team wasn't able to follow up, so definitely don't want to overcommit on this hero.
Radiant are scared. Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Bottom shrine has fallen.
The Aegis times out on mid one, so now they're just going back and pushing out the waves.
Tis my precious money.
And also to get like the bounty runes. Poppy actually baited Miracle with the stick there, but unfortunately the roll wasn't exactly at the right angle, so they couldn't chain stun Miracle there. But it was the right idea. He tried his best.
Are scanning.
Definitely, when playing Pangolier, you want to be looking out for areas of the map where you can get really brutal, multiple rolling thunders
Radiant's
off.
middle tower is under attack.
Like if some guys on this ramp here, you can just like ping 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 and then like stun him forever. So now they smoke again. They're looking out for a pick off so that they can finish off the Rex at mid. So we'll see who they find right here. Zai just gonna scout off on his own. They see Liquid position on this high ground here, so that's where they're gonna go. So this is actually really tense. They're just waiting for a fight to happen, but Liquid is just playing super defensively, so they're not able to get anyone with the smoke. So I imagine they'll just go for the top T2 tower instead and take out the shrine at the same time.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Alright, so right now they spot Miracle doing some farming in their jungle, and then now he's just going to chain stun him with the cliffs over this area and the blink dagger. So they get a very crucial pick off from Miracle, and now they should be able to finish off the Rex at the mid. So Pangolier is a great hero. It's like one of my favorite heroes because he can just cause so much damage and provide so much stuns with his ultimate. You can clear waves, you're pretty elusive with Blink Dagger and Swashbuckle, so it's really one of my favorite heroes. So they weren't able to get to the mid lane fast enough before Miracle respawn, which is why they backed off here. And Zai is just going back to de-push the wave, farm some NCs, and then they're just going to wait for Roshan to spawn, or another smoke.
Invisibility.
So they actually see Miracle again. They're just waiting for him to come up over here. So Roshan spawns. The guy's just gonna let Nisha and mid one take it. Miracle is farming in their jungle. And now it's going to be actually an unsuccessful kill attempt. Oh, he actually finds Miracle over here, but Miracle's able to get a blink off. So yeah, that was a missed kill, but they almost got him. But because of that, they're able to get the Roshan kill now, as well as the roots, which is not bad. So that's another Roshan for Liquid. I mean, sorry, for Secret. And with this, they should be able to win this game. Oh, he actually goes for the Lotus Orb instead. I think this is good. He recognizes that there's a lot of annoying spells that can be dispelled with the Lotus Orb. And also he can use it to protect mid one and Nisha from like mana voids, as well as glimpses. So right now we'll see how they do this final push, and that'll be it for this game here.
Dire's middle barracks has Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Top tower is under attack.
Alright, so we'll see him setting up. Once again, he doesn't show himself, he lets his cores do the hitting, and then now he comes in with a absolutely brilliant Rolling Thunder, which breaks up the fight, and then forces the entire of Team Liquid back, allowing Nisha and mid one to absolutely destroy them. Unfortunately, mid one getting killed off, but they came and they got the tower. So now they just disengage because GH bought back. So just now GH led off with the Echo Slam. Imagine if Zai was the one hitting the tower there, he would have gotten caught, and then they would just blown them all up at the same time. So it's very, very important as the offlaner once again to never show yourself in a high ground push. You want to just wait for the initiation, and then once you get it off, yeah, the enemy team is just running around in panic, which is exactly what happened to Team Liquid here. So with mid one respawning, they are just setting up once again at this top lane. They just want to get their megas and the game. Alright, so Mid-1's making his way back up. We'll just see if the fight goes slightly better for Secret this time around. Miracle is so scared. He's like using the spell shield whenever he sees Zai come out like that, because he knows that Yabzor isn't that far behind. Mid-1 actually aggressively moves in, and then Zai is just probably gonna wait until he can go in after the black hole has been committed, and then now he actually dies, but he was forcing back Mataba Man and mind control, which allows Mid-1 to Nisha to clean up.
Dire's top barracks are
So
under
he buys
attack.
back for the final push. They know that there's no gas left in Liquid's tank, and Yabzor actually steals Black Hole because he's Yabzor. And they get a silence off a Miracle, which should be a kill. There we go. So with this, Team Secret should be able to win the game right now. And then Zai goes on with the set, which is like my favorite line of all time. And yep, Team Secret wins. And that's how you play Pangolier like a major winner, which is Secret.Zai. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this replay analysis of Zai's Pangolier. And just want to say that, yep, I'm finally back from my holiday. I went to Japan for like 1 week. So that will explain why I haven't been making a lot of videos. So hopefully you guys are still sticking around with me. Thanks a lot for all those people who have been subscribing, commenting, liking on my videos. Really appreciate you guys. And now that I'm back, you can expect to see even more videos coming out really soon. Thank you.